Sure.
Welcome, Smita, and we are glad that you are one of the speakers at this year's Global Testing Retreat, and we welcome you as one of our speakers. May I request you, Smita, to please introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you for having me at your conference. I'm really excited. My name is Smita Gopinath. I head the retailing and customer centricity department within Amadeus Labs in Bangalore. As you can see from the role that I play, I'm extremely passionate in all things customer centric, and that is why I'm very excited to be a part of this conference, to be able to speak about my thoughts and passion. Um, from my background, I actually have a strong software product development background, and I'm very excited about emerging technologies, and I tend to keep myself up to date with all of them and how they influence the world that we live in. I have worked in the past with tech giants like Xerox, CA, Microsoft, Target, Amazon, and I have also dabbled in social entrepreneurship, and I have won a few awards and stuff. Really excited to be learning new concepts, sharing my thoughts with like-minded people, hearing from others, and getting an opportunity to build a community of people who are passionate about making a difference.
Thank you so much, Smita. I think the work that you have done in the industry and your contributions are very much unparalleled. Smita, you are dealing with the customer service thing, if I'm correct, and that's what your topic is as well at this year's conference, if I'm correct. So, testing strategies for digitally transform customer experience. So, can you share something more on the topic and what would be the key highlights or the key takeaways for the audience from the session?
Sure, absolutely. The topic is around customer experience and customer centricity, and how digital transformation enables this customer centricity, right? There are a lot of strategic pillars when you talk about digital transformation, and how do you transform, an enterprise? How do you transform your organization into a customer centric organization? One of the strongest pillars there is where testing comes into picture. Usually we have seen quality assurance coming towards the end, or sometimes people do integrate testing along with the development phase. But my speech is going to be how we can introduce this concept of value assurance. If you see, the persona of a tester is very close to a customer, because the testing team is very much going to play with the product that the customer is going to have in their hand eventually. It is very important to involve the testing strategies right from the beginning, from the idea concept till the end, and post implementation, to stay close to the customer in the form of customer proximity. So my topic proposes a lot of strategies and ideas on how we can embed value assurance at every stage, and what are the testing components that can be used, what are the concepts that can be applied at every phase, right from the product ideation till the product implementation and beyond.
Thank you so much, Smita, for highlighting those. So, apart from quality assurance, you would be bringing value assurance. I think there are a lot of new dimensions that you would be bringing through this topic, and there would be a lot of insights and learnings which folks would have from your session. So, I think the audience would really look forward for your session at the conference.
Absolutely.
Yes,
It
go ahead, Smita.
So you rightly called it out. So this is going to be a very interesting narrative, where I will be sharing a lot of aspects on the digital transformation strategy, and how we can put our customers at the center of focus in everything that we do, and how value assurance will be the new term going forward, which will embed quality assurance within it, but it will also ensure that at end of the day, the end customer is actually getting the value they anticipate. It is not that testers actually test a product that has already been developed, right? And suppose the customer is not even interested in the product, no matter 100% quality, people will not be happy. And that is why I want to bring the testing far ahead in the spectrum, where I say testing team will also constantly ensure that there is value, because these people understand the customer personas. I think they should work hand in hand with the product team. They should work hand in hand with the designers. They should work hand in hand with the development team, and as well as, once the implementation is done, once the product is rolled out with the market, work very closely with the marketing, and work closely with the segments out there to see what is the proper customer feedback loop. So I think I strongly believe a testing organization is well positioned to actually show us what exactly a customer is like, and gives us plenty of opportunities to put our focus on all the aspects in building faster, consistent, authentic, responsive, and high performing solutions for the customer.
Absolutely, Smita. I think you would be bringing a lot of new narratives, and as you rightly mentioned, that testing should be there in each and every stage, right from designing to customer delivery and post delivery as well. Smita, in your bio, you mentioned that you were a part of various multinational organizations in the past, and you have won some national and global social level entrepreneurship challenges as well. So I would like to move forward and ask you that what keeps you going on a daily basis? So what is your motivation, or what inspires you the most?
The very aspect that we are blessed to be living in a world, especially around the time where we are fortunate to experience the benefits of technology, and how can we make this technology more valuable in all aspects. So that actually brings me a lot of passion. I like the juxtaposition of technology and the value that it brings and how it is shaping the world. We have it in our hands to make the world better and leave a better legacy for the future to come. So day in and day out, I look at this paradigm, I look at this framework and see, hey, here is technology, here is customer value, here are the wonderful things that the world needs. How can we actually solve for this? How can we bring better things into the world? So that kind of gives me a lot of passion.
Thank you so much, Smita, for that. I think giving back to the society and giving back to the community is something that is very much good, and that keeps going. That's very well said, Smita. So it's like I'll move ahead and ask you a next question, and that so it's like you're talking about digital transformation. It's like that is one of the key areas on which you would be speaking on. So it's like there are a lot of new technologies as well which are coming apart from digital transformation. So how do you see the current technology trend evolving in the market, and where do you see the current tester in that place? So where should the current tester focus on in the current scenario?
Yes, absolutely great question. I think with the emerging technologies and the transformative technology space that we are in, I believe that testers should keep learning all the technologies without wondering if this is for developers or this is for testers or is this for architects. Like I said, testers are people who wear the persona of a customer, so they need to understand the 360-degree view of a customer. So first of all, they should understand and develop a problem-solving mindset, right? It goes irrespective of any technology that they can learn. They should learn how to explore, how to sort of look at a product and see the value that it's bringing out, and constantly focus on asking the right questions, challenging the status quo of how the product is being built and developed, and so but coming to specific technologies, I think automation will be a big thing. I think we will see going forward a very interesting culmination of how much automation will bring in force, while the actual testers are applying their thought, like I called out, where they are actually doing more of value assurance. They are providing more strategic direction in terms of value, where they are constantly looking at certain points of quality that we need to enhance given a particular product. Products can be designed for various things, right? You can design a product for data, you can design a product for security, for privacy. I think these are all the transversal concepts that the testing team will have to start building, so that when they are looking at the product being developed, they can ask the questions around, hey, has this been really built for security? Is there a balance between seamless customer experience and the secure transaction? If not, how do we enhance the value and make it more secure as well as more better in terms of customer experience? So you see, this is an example of a question a tester needs to constantly ask. And going forward, it is not only the tester, the entire product development team will become more of thinkers, strategists, innovators, and they will also be the doers, where they will develop and test and, ensure that the market is receiving it well and the actual value that was perceived is being received actually. So I would say learn all the latest emerging technologies. There is a very interesting, intersection between technologies and the way testing can evolve. So absolutely, things like AI ML is coming up now, where you can train a system to self-test certain features. You can actually train the system to learn, if there is a small behavior modification in the customer experience or the customer behavior, then how should the test parameters change, how the test case should evolve. So all of these new interesting developments are coming up in testing.
Very rightly mentioned, Smita. So it's like, as you rightly pointed out, that a tester should explore new things and learn new technologies as well. So I think it's a very interesting phase that we are currently in. So it's an amalgamation, which I could say, of a lot of things which is happening currently, and the tester have to uh, dive through these new things and drive himself through. So, on a sideline, Smita, I would like to ask that what is your hometown, and something special, a story, or what is special, something that you would like to share about your hometown, Smita?
My hometown is actually Bangalore. I was born and raised here. I think I can actually do a conference topic on Bangalore if I'm allowed. So Bangalore, is known for many things. It's cosmopolitan in nature. I think people around the world flock to this place because of its very interesting trajectory on the weather. I think you would have heard the famous, the famous anecdote that goes about that, you're in street one and it is raining, and then you just cross the street one and go to street two and it is kind of sunny. So that's the kind of weather experiences that we get in Bangalore. But like I said, now it is very cosmopolitan in nature. You kind of find, art and cuisine and literature and movies and, all kinds of, cultural aspects from all over the world in Bangalore. So it's kind of living in a mini globe. That gets me fired up. I absolutely love stepping out to different parts of Bangalore and kind of embracing, different cultures that come forward and strike my mind. And, the variety is amazing here.
Thank you so much, Smita, for that. I think Bangalore can be considered a mini India or a mini globe, as you rightly mentioned, because of its cosmopolitan culture and the IT hub. And there are various other things that you have mentioned, Smita.
Yeah, and I very particularly carefully chose not to talk about traffic, because I know that Bangalore is also known to
Bangalore
be,
is also famous for that.
yeah, it's actually world famous for that.
Okay, so Smita, one last question before I let you away. So it's like we have been working from home for past 6 or 8 months now, and this has become the new normal, or we are quite acquainted with it now. So it's like, what are your views on that, and how has been your work from home experience? And going forward, how do you see it? So it's like, is this a permanent thing happening, or there would be some hybrid models coming up in this thing? So can you share some thoughts on that?
Yeah, actually, work from home, sort of has been very, peaceful for me, given that I didn't have to commute and spend time in traffic. So from that one aspect, I think I found work from home to be very productive, and I found a lot of time to do things for myself outside work hours. But having said that, I also missed a lot of face-to-face interactions, having the discussion one-on-one, meeting people, the whole aspect of body language is very important when it comes to communication. And when you actually meet someone eye to eye, when you smile and when you have the conversations, it's much different than, putting on a headset and speaking, continuously over calls all day. So I do miss the aspect of collaboration in person, and I miss all the fun breaks and the outings that we used to do. So I think work is a holistic package, and it comes with all of these angles, right? So it is work, then it is collaboration, it is inclusion with the team. You have a sense of belonging. You kind of create a family away from home. So it's a second family that you build at work, and you nurture relationships, and you sort of get a perspective that the world is diverse, and you learn a lot of things from different people. All of that is missed, because now from working from home, we are just doing point-to-point conversations on the phone and or on the conferences. And so although we do have video, because of network constraints, most of the time we are not on video all the time. So I do miss that aspect. What will it be going forward? I think going forward, it will definitely be hybrid, in my opinion. I think people have seen increased productivity working from home. I know that in the past 6 months, there has been artists and chefs and musicians who have come out, sharing their work, which in the past they were not able to do, just because they didn't have to commute every day and they got some time in hand. So I think from sustaining the energy and spending some alone time to focus on ideation or innovation or creativity, work from home will be a blessing. So probably, we will move into a new normal phase where, work from home will become more common than it was in the past. And of course, there will be a requirement to go to office on certain days and have those collaborations that I called out earlier. So it will definitely be hybrid, in my opinion.
Very, very rightly pointed out, Smita. I think that's how the future looks like. So it's like people can have their own time and be creative and explore new things and also manage their work simultaneously. So I think that's how the things would be. So thank you so much, Smita, for sharing your views on your topic and in general a lot of things. So we are really looking forward for your session. And on behalf of the entire team, I would like to welcome you once again for this year's Global Testing Retreat. Thank you so much, Smita.
Thank you so much. I also really look forward to being a part of the conference, and thank you for having me. It means a lot. Thank you for giving me a podium to share my thoughts on this topic.